Well, hi again to everyone. For those new members at Forex Mentor, my name is Vic Noble, and I do the personal coaching here at Forex Mentor, and I've also produced several products to help in trader development. As promised, today we're not going to look at any particular trade examples, but instead I'm going to introduce you to the concept of market flow. And in fact, before we start, let me tell you about the comment I just got from a guy I just did a coaching session with this past week, who said how much more confident he felt just by knowing about how to watch for the market flow. He said it was exactly what he'd hoped to gain from the coaching session. So that's great to hear, and I think you'll find that it really will help you. Now, one thing you have to understand is that market flow is just one thing to watch for, okay? So you don't want to use it just on its own. And of course, in the coaching sessions and in the coaching guide CD course, I explain it all very thoroughly. The thing is that you want to combine a few simple things together into a cohesive trading plan. And I mean simple. In fact, you probably noticed that I really don't have a lot on my charts, right? Just one technical indicator, MACD. And of course, you need to also know exactly how to use that, which of course I also explain. One of the big problems that traders have is getting the direction right, okay? And market flow is just a very simple way of assessing market direction without using any technical tools whatsoever, just price. Okay, and the advantage of this is that price is instant, right? Whereas technical indicators lag. There are just two basic patterns that you need to know about in order to figure out market flow, and that's a swing high or a swing low. So let's go and have a look at each of these, what these mean. We'll define these right now. Here's a swing high. A swing high is any point on the chart that has at least two lower highs before it and two lower highs after it, and that's it. Okay, don't read anything else into it. Okay, so here's a chart of the British pound US dollar this past week, and you can see that I've marked off the swing high and the swing low points. I'll just have a look here, right here. Okay, and just hit the pause button if you need to and study this and make sure you understand this. And you can see that these swing high points have at least two consecutively lower highs on the left-hand side or preceding it, and two consecutively lower highs following it. Okay, there's more than two. There can be more than two, but there has to be at least two. And in fact, we know that we had two lower highs before it on this candle, but until we got to this red candle right here, we didn't know if we were going to have two lower highs. But when this candle's closed, now we know we have two lower highs. That makes this a swing high, same as this, and so on. Okay, is this a swing high right here? No, because it only has one lower high to the left. It needs to have two. This one is higher. It has two on the right, but it doesn't have two on the left. That's what a swing high point looks like, okay? Simple enough. Now, a swing low point is just the opposite. It's any low point on the chart that has at least two higher lows, okay? It's got to have two higher lows on either side of it. Two higher lows preceding, two higher lows following, okay? So let's go and have a look at a chart of that. Look at the swing lows marked off here. Did they fit the definition? Well, of course they do. Here's a low point. It's got at least two higher lows preceding it and at least two higher lows following it. That makes this a swing low, same as this one. Okay? Now, here's the same chart, okay, and this has got both the swing highs and the swing lows marked on them. Okay? And as long as price is making higher swing highs and higher swing lows, the market flow is said to be up, and you want to be looking to be buying dips in the uptrend. See? And when it's making lower swing lows and lower swing highs, you want to be selling the rallies in a downtrend. Okay? So that should be hopefully pretty clear. And so let's have a look at just a second here. Well, let me just recap it by just saying, look, in a nutshell, what you want to do is align your trading in the direction of the market flow. And when you combine this with other tools and different factors that I explain, what you get is quite an objective way to look for trades, right? Because what you don't want to be doing is staring at the screen, stunned, with a blank look on your face and no idea whatsoever what it is that you're supposed to be looking for, right? Don't need that. So if you're struggling with your trading, and you'd like some help, that's why I'm here. You just there's a link you can type into the browser right here and get information on the coaching service that I provide, okay? Or you can type this link into your browser. This is my Coach's Guide course. You can type that in there and get information on that. The advantage of the the CD course, that is that of course you get a hard copy to have permanently. But go check out the link and you can get all the information about the course. I won't go over it all here. One thing you should know though is that I cover several other great patterns that can really ramp up your trading results. In fact, I can tell you that some of the results I hear about are really quite staggering. For example, you might have heard an interview I did with a fellow named Robert. Actually, I've done several interviews with Robert, and he has taken this information, and the results have absolutely gone through the roof. I wish I could guarantee that this would happen to everyone, but unfortunately, that's not reality. However, I show everyone the exact same thing, and then it's up to the individual to apply what they've learned. And Robert has done that in a very big way. In fact, I think it's been almost 2 years now, and he has not even had a losing month. And most of his returns are double digit per month, okay? Some of them well into the double digits. So you talk about consistent, he is. And listen, I certainly don't want to mislead anybody and have you think that you're just going to, start getting those kinds of results. His results aren't normal, but I just wanted to point out what's possible, okay? And finally, we have the scalping course right here. You can type this in and have a look at that. This is, scalping is taking very quick short-term profits out of the market. And actually, I put this course together along with Chris Lowry, who does workshops for Forex Mentor and who many of you already know. And in fact, it was just after seeing the scalping information that Robert really saw his trading take off. But we've also done personal coaching, and he's attended Chris Lowry's workshop as well. So I hope this information has been helpful to you. Go forth bravely, but not too bravely, okay? Some of you may know that I'm a pilot. There's an old expression that says there are old pilots and there are bold pilots, but there are no old, bold pilots, right? Always, always, always exercise impeccable risk controls or you will crash and burn, and who needs that, okay? So there you have it. If I can be of any help, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thanks so much, traders. You guys have a great weekend. And next week, we're going to look at market flow in action.